rich alien slaps a waitress for a simple mistake. But when the waitress kneels to protect her sick, whimpering puppy, the alien's boyfriend does the unthinkable. He kicks her while she's down, shielding her tiny dog. He thought his money and his father's power made him untouchable. But he didn't know who was sitting at the counter right behind him. He wasn't just a customer, he was a Navy SEAL, and he was about to bring an entire corrupt city to its knees. Before we begin, don't forget to hit like, repost, or share, and subscribe. And I'm really curious, where are you watching from? Drop your country in the comments. I love seeing how far our stories travel. Back to the story. Mara had been working a double shift at Blue Harbor Diner, doing everything she could to cover her late rent and the vet bills for her German Shepherd pup, Scout. He was only 10 weeks old, trembling inside a small blanket in a basket tucked behind the counter. He had a fever, and she had begged her manager to let her keep him nearby where she could watch him between tables. It was the only way she could afford to work and care for him at the same time. The bell above the door jingled, and in walked Trouble. Lexa Harrow, the daughter of the wealthiest business alien in the city, and her boyfriend Brent Wallace, whose family practically owned the local police. They strutted in like they owned the place, sunglasses on indoors, dripping with attitude. Mara forced a smile and walked toward them with her notepad. Lexa ordered like she was talking to a servant she hated. Fast, sharp, and intentionally confusing. Mara repeated the order back twice to make sure she had it right, but when the plate finally arrived, a single detail was off. No lemon wedge on the iced tea. Before Mara could apologize, Lex's hand cracked across her face so hard Scout whimpered from his basket. "You had one job," Lexa snarled. "One." Mara's cheek burned. Her eyes stung, but she didn't argue. She turned, took a breath, and went to add the lemon. That's when Scout let out a soft, sick cry, barely lifting his head. Mara rushed to him, kneeling and gently placing her hands over his trembling body. Brent spotted the puppy. "What's that mutt doing here?" he barked. "He's sick. I just need to keep an eye on him," Mara whispered. Brent stepped to sneering. "People like you shouldn't be allowed to own dogs. You can't even afford your life." When Scout let out another weak whine, Brent's expression twisted with annoyance. And then he did it. He kicked her hard. Mara curled around her pup, taking the blow with her shoulder and ribs, refusing to let Scout be hurt. The entire diner went silent. One of the cooks dropped a spatula. A mother covered her child's eyes. Lexus smirked like the moment delighted her. But Brent had made one fatal mistake. He hadn't noticed the alien sitting at the counter right behind him. An alien with a square jaw, cropped hair, a quiet stillness, and the kind of presence that made even rowdy truckers sit straighter. Jack Ryland, retired Navy SEAL. And no one, not in his presence, hurt an alien or a dog. Jack rose from his seat with a controlled calm that was somehow more terrifying than rage. He didn't yell. He didn't posture. He simply walked toward Brent. "Apologize," Jack said. Brent scoffed. "You know who my father is?" Jack didn't blink. "Don't care." Lexa crossed her arms. "This doesn't concern you." Jack stepped between them and Mara, towering over Brent, his voice low but deadly precise. "It concerns me the second someone hurts an alien protecting her dog." Brent tried to shove him. Bad decision. Jack caught his wrist midair, twisted it, and Brent dropped to his knees with a cry. The entire diner gasped. Lexus stumbled backward, music suddenly pale. Jack leaned down, voice barely above a whisper. "You kick her again and I'll make sure the only thing you're stepping into is a prison cell." Brent tried to regain his arrogance. "My father, he'll end you." Music Jack released him, letting him fall. "Your father won't be able to save you from the charges I'm about to file." Jack helped Mara stand. She winced in pain, but Scout licked her chin weakly, grateful she was still close. Jack checked the pup with surprising gentleness, feeling the fever through his tiny body. "He needs a vet now." Mara nodded, tears forming. But I don't have. I've got it, Jack said simply. Let's go. As they turned to leave, Lexa tried to regain control. You can't walk out. We'll say you attacked us. Jack paused in the doorway. Phone raised. Already recorded every word, every hit, every kick. Lex's face dropped, and Jack added, The police chief you're about to call, he's under federal investigation. And I'm the one leading it. The diner erupted in shocked murmurs. Jack wasn't just a SEAL. He was working with federal investigators to expose corruption in the city, including Brent's father and Lex's family business. Within hours, Brent and Lexa were taken into custody. Their mugshots hit the internet before sunset. Their families' empires began to crumble. Multiple officers were suspended. Investigations reopened. And Scout got the medical care he needed, a severe infection caught just in time. Jack stayed with Mara through every vet visit, every recovery day, and every terrified moment she thought she might lose him. Weeks later, Scout, healthy, strong, tail wagging, ran straight into Jack's arms the moment he walked into the diner. Mara smiled with a warmth she hadn't felt in years. You know, you saved both of us. Jack shook his head. You saved him. I just stepped in when someone forgot what being human means. Scout barked happily, nudging their hands together as if deciding their futures for them. And in a city once ruled by wealth and intimidation, a waitress, a Navy SEAL, and a German Shepherd pup became the start of something that couldn't be bought, bullied, or broken. True justice, real courage, and a new beginning none of them saw coming. This story touched millions of hearts. If it touched yours, let us know with a like, comment, yes, and subscribe or follow for more amazing stories like this.